Where does this all leave the Fed, do you think?
So I think the Fed got very close to having to intervene for the wrong reasons, and that is market malfunction. And it would have been, as you said, some combination of buying treasuries, reducing interest rates. I think we got close to that point today. Now it's the Fed goes back to the sideline. The Fed waits and see. It will need overwhelming evidence that unemployment is going up because inflation is going up. So it doesn't have the degrees of freedom that it had in previous shocks to the marketplace and to the economy.
Are you still chair of the Under Armour?
Okay, I want to leave it at that. So, when he said at the end that those prices are going to move, the inflation's going up, you might have saw me kind of twitch my head a little bit. Again, we're going to see a lot of the PPI, and let's go over to the economic calendar where we want to see. So, in the next 2 days, we're going to get consumer inflation, and then we're going to get the producer inflation. Okay, so I guess the assumption is if you're looking over here, they're assuming, here, let's go the CPI year over year, 2.8 to 2.5. So if it's coming down, he's saying it's going up. So the assumption would be then the tariffs are going to hit. But, and those might be rolled into the PPI, but the tariffs aren't in effect yet. So the PPI is going from 0.0 to 0.2 up. So a lot of companies might already be pre-pricing, knowing that these tariffs were coming into effect and already pre-pricing. Only time's going to tell on how all that's going. So we don't really know what direction the inflation numbers are going truly. Yeah, they're elevated right now. Where are they going to go from here? And I agree with you. Tariffs are inflationary. But again, the offset of a lot of these things, you have oil prices coming down tremendously. That's going to help in those areas. So, even the housing cost equivalent thing that they use when they're calculating the CPI numbers, those numbers are coming down dramatically as well. So when you put some of those together on top of the tariffs, maybe the effects aren't going to be as bad as people think. And that ratifies itself based on, what the stock market did today. Look how much it went up 3,000 points just on tariffs getting pushed off 90 days. So they didn't get canceled. They didn't get eliminated. They just got postponed. That's how edgy the market is right now. So, a lot of people are asking me right now, Dan, what do I do with rates? So let's kind of talk about that real quick. Rates on the short term, I'm locking. You like what you got, other than today, I saw the rally coming in today. We're going to see how the market opens tomorrow. I'm going to start seeing a direction because one of what we were seeing today is a gap being filled. If you go over to this trend right here, this is actually the bond that we follow. There's actually hold on a second. My bad. Every time I do this, I mess it up. Let's go. I got to do it slow. Bear with me 1 second. I apologize.